Our cruise crew break ashore was calm and relaxing until we had to race back to the ship. This is my 111th day on board the cruise ship Costa Smeralda. I'm working here as a hospitality operator at reception. Today we are docked in the port of Muscat in Oman. I worked from 7:30 in the morning until 1 p.m. Now I have 4.5 hours of free time during my break, so we're going out with my friends to eat something local and have a walk in the city. In the port of Muscat, new passengers do their check-in right at the pier next to the gangway. There is no cruise terminal here like in Dubai, Doha or Abu Dhabi, but it works fine because we never have a big embarkation in Muscat. Today we had only 135 guests joining the ship. We took the free shuttle bus that brings passengers and crew members to the exit of the port. Usually there are big buses, but this time it was a small minibus. I think it depends on the time of day. Early morning, when most people go out, they use the big ones. Now it was lunchtime and not too busy, so the minibus was enough. There were only a few of us inside.
So how are you today? Everything is good?
Everything fine.
Everything is under control?
Yes. Kind of.
So guys, you have to go inside this building and make security immigration check.
No, we don't.
No, you have to go. After that, they will take you from the other side to the gate. So you have to come again in the bus, okay?
Okay, but it's
Thank
not you.
you.
Oh, it's another one.
No, me.
Okay.
This was something new, because we never had to stop for any control in this port before. This time we just quickly passed through a small terminal and an X-ray security check. I didn't film it because it's not allowed. There was also a man offering tours of Muscat, and that was pretty much it. Then we continued our way.
So first, let's learn how to greet our lovely, amazing Omani people.
Salam.
So, please, Marjorie, teach us.
Salam.
Salam. But if someone tells you Assalamu alaikum, how do you answer?
Alaikum salam.
Thank you very much. Thank you for this lesson and for getting us over here. Safe? Happy?
I really like my friends. They are cool and very funny. The girls work as cashiers on the ship, and Edson works in the duty-free shops. We decided to go to a local restaurant that someone had recommended to the girls, so we shared a taxi to get there. The nice part was that the restaurant was in a different area of the city that I hadn't visited before, so I got to explore a new part of Muscat.
Fish.
Fish, for sure fish.
Yeah, this is a special for fish restaurant, all fresh.
No, sorry, we know biryani rice.
Yeah,
Is that what we ate?
Yes.
Yeah, that's good.
biryani,
Rice.
it's name of rice. I mean,
And also the fish.
colorful.
You know, it's interesting that I didn't become close friends with people from my own department, the reception team. I usually spend my free time with people from other departments, and there's a reason for that. I work for the Italian company Costa Cruises, so most people at reception are Italian. Even the non-Italian guys in my department already did several contracts, so they speak Italian fluently. At work, in the crew bar, or when going out, my colleagues mostly speak Italian with each other. And as this is my first contract and I didn't know any Italian before joining, it takes time to learn the language well. Sometimes they speak English with me, but most of the time it's Italian, because it's more comfortable for them. So for me, it's not really interesting to spend time with my colleagues, because my Italian is not good enough yet to understand everything or express myself. So naturally, I started spending more time with people from other departments, mostly non-Italians who use English to communicate. And also, I really like people from Latin America. Their energy, their vibes, and of course Latin dancers. So most of the people I hang out with are from there. We really liked the restaurant. It was small, but the traditional food was very tasty. And the fact that many local people were eating there says a lot. Usually this means that the place is really good. We ordered fish and meat with rice and finished with fresh mango juice. After lunch, we decided to walk around and go see the palace of the Sultan of Oman. It was also really nice to enjoy the beautiful views of the city along the way. Coming back to the topic of languages between crew members, I actually did another contract before this one. I worked for B&O Cruises, which is a British cruise line, and I really like their rules about communication. If a group of crew members was talking and even one person didn't understand the language they were using, everyone would switch to English. The idea was to include everyone and not to make anyone feel left out. The official language for communication was English, and it made things so much easier and friendlier. Here on this ship it's different. Maybe it's actually good in a way because it motivates people to learn Italian faster. I also started learning it as soon as I joined Costa, but still, naturally, I became closer with people from other nationalities. When we arrived, there were quite a lot of people there. The road and the square were closed because the Prince of Qatar was visiting Muscat that day and everyone was waiting for his arrival. Unfortunately, we didn't have much free time left and had to start heading back to the ship. While walking, we saw many Omani people in traditional military clothes, on horses with musical instruments, getting ready for the ceremonial parade to welcome the Prince of Qatar. It looked so cool that we decided to stay for a bit to watch. There were also people with professional cameras waiting to film the event. We saw a line of cars arrive, escorted by the police. After that, we really had to go. It was already 4:10 p.m. and the girls needed to be at work at 5 p.m. We got into a taxi not too far away, but it turned out that we couldn't go anywhere because the road was closed. So we left the taxi and decided to walk towards the ship, hoping that the roads would open soon and we could catch another taxi as quick as possible. At that moment, the official parade started, and it was absolutely beautiful. We decided to watch it for at least 5 minutes because it was really interesting and unique. But we couldn't stay longer. We had to literally start running towards the ship. Of course, it wasn't possible to reach it on foot because the distance was too big and it would take more than an hour. Still, we decided to move in that direction as fast as we could. It was really extreme. I honestly didn't think we would make it on time. I was a bit more relaxed than the others though, because my shift started at 5:30 p.m, so I had 30 extra minutes compared to them. We were running along the empty roads, tired and sweaty for quite a long distance. After a while, cars slowly started moving again. When we finally got into a taxi, it was already 4:43 p.m.
Why you running?
Because we are late for work. That's why.
Luckily, the distance to the ship wasn't very long, so we asked the driver to go as fast as possible. Then we found out that taxis are not allowed to enter the cruise port. We had to get out and run again to catch the shuttle bus back to the ship. We had our crew passes ready and we reached the gangway at 4:53 p.m. I hope that my friends didn't have any problems at work. In the evening, after finishing my shift, I decided to go and check a guest event called Desert on the Sea. It's an Arabic-themed night with dances, traditional costumes and music taking place on the open decks 16, 17 and 18 at the back of the ship. I started walking from the very front of the ship where my cabin is towards the back on open deck 7. This area is a crew promenade with smoking points and guests are not allowed here. The lifeboats are also located in this area. The ship is about 340 meters long, so it takes quite a bit of time to walk from one end to the other. Normally, crew members are not allowed to use guest elevators, and we must wear our uniform when entering guest areas. The crew elevator I took only went up to deck 16. From there, I walked up to deck 17, reached the open guest promenade, and headed toward the event. For this Arabic night, our dancers and the DJ wear Oriental-style costumes. There is music playing and some really nice decorations around. This event is quite new on the ship. They only started doing it during this Dubai season, on the night when we sailed from Muscat towards Doha in Qatar. It was very windy at night, but not cold and still comfortable enough. Last week though, this event was cancelled because of heavy rain. Besides the dancing, there are small tents set up around the deck, offering tea, coffee, and little Arabic snacks and dried fruits. I liked the atmosphere there. The vibe was really cool. Thank you for watching this episode of the Crew Diary until the end, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!